How surprising would you feel about crashing your ex's wedding with a total stranger by your side? I'm still trying to process the whirlwind of emotions I experienced on that day. My name is Sophia, and I'm here to share a crazy story about my ex's wedding and the unexpected turn of events that led me to survive it with the help of a complete stranger. I was in a relationship that ended pretty abruptly, and to be honest, it left me feeling pretty raw. When I found out my ex was getting married, I wasn't sure how I'd react. The thought of attending their wedding felt like a challenge, something I wasn't sure I was ready for. But as the date approached, I realized I had to face my fears. The days leading up to the wedding were a blur of emotions. I was anxious, sad, and a little angry all at once. I didn't know how I'd make it through the day, but I knew I had to try. That's when I met Alex, a friend of a friend who offered to be my plus one. We didn't know each other well, but there was something about him that put me at ease. As we got ready to head to the wedding, I was feeling pretty nervous. Alex suggested we grab a drink before we left, and I'm so glad we did. We chatted about everything and nothing, and by the time we arrived at the venue, I was feeling more like myself. The ceremony was beautiful, but it was also super tough for me. Seeing my ex with someone else, promising to love and cherish them, it was a lot to take in. Alex could tell I was struggling, so he suggested we take a walk outside for some fresh air. That's when things started to get really interesting. As we were walking, I noticed how friendly and outgoing Alex was. He had this infectious energy that made me feel more at ease. We started talking about our lives, our passions, and our fears. It was like we'd known each other for years, not just minutes. Before I knew it, the ceremony was over and we were heading into the reception. I was dreading this part, but Alex was by my side, making sure I was okay. We danced, we laughed, and we even managed to have a few deep conversations. But the real test came when my ex and I ran into each other on the dance floor. It was awkward, to say the least. Alex stepped in and helped diffuse the situation, introducing himself to my ex and making light of the moment. I was so grateful to have him there. As the night went on, I started to feel more like myself. I even managed to have a few laughs with my ex and their new partner. It was surreal, but Alex's presence made all the difference. At one point, we were all taking photos together and Alex made a joke that broke the ice. My ex and I ended up laughing together, and for a moment, it felt like old times. The rest of the night was a blur of remembering music, dancing, and good company. I was surprised by how much fun I was having, considering the circumstances. Alex and I even managed to sneak in a few bonding moments, sharing stories and laughter. As the night drew to a close, I realized that I'd made it through the day, and it wasn't just because of Alex's help. I'd faced my fears and come out on top. The experience had taught me that sometimes all it takes is a little support to get through tough times. Looking back, I think I learned that support can come from unexpected places. It can be a stranger, a friend, or even a family member. The point is, we don't have to go through tough times alone. If you've ever been to a wedding and felt like an outsider, or if you've had a crazy experience at a wedding, share it with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more personal anecdotes and storytelling. I'll be sharing more crazy stories and life lessons learned, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.